Olá, bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite. Hello, good evening, good night, good afternoon. Depends where you are. Yeah. So, welcome, Odaísa. Hey, Magali. Hey, Magali.
Hello, here we are again.
Good to see your face, beautiful.
Oh,
How are you,
yeah,
love?
my darling. Good to see you too.
Great, great, great. Well, we missed last week, right? There was a holiday and we couldn't do it.
Hmm.
So today we
Yeah.
are excited to start again. Yeah.
And I was in course, remember? I was doing
Yes,
my
both of
intensive
us.
course, so I couldn't.
Yes, both of
Yeah.
us couldn't do it. That's okay.
Yeah.
Now we are today, and I hope it will be good for us and for our friends that we will see.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we have some friends. We have Evelyn. Hey, Evelyn. Evelyn
Hi,
is from
Evelyn.
Germany, and but she's in Brazil.
Oh,
She's in
nice.
she's working, helping a place that work with kids in risk situations. So
Hmm.
yeah, she came explain her vacation to help
Hi,
people. That's
Evelyn.
so
Hey, Isabel
cool.
Noah is my new friend. Welcome, Isabel. Welcome.
Wow. We have Odaísa was the first to join. Hi, Odaísa. Thank you for joining us.
Bonjour,
Wow.
Isabel. It is my student is also here. Hey, it is. Great. Isabel
Wow.
too. Welcome, Isabel, my another student. So
Cool.
great.
Wow. You must be a good teacher because your students follow you.
You know what I did? I told them, if you don't follow my lives, you're gonna get 0 on the test.
I doubt. I doubt. You threaten them. I know it. I'm gonna do the same.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just incentivize them. Yeah. Oh, Sabelle saying she's from French Guiana and Senegal. Welcome. She's my new
Wow.
friend. Instagram is so great that we can make friends. That's why I love Instagram. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Cool.
love you too, Sabelle.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Very
Oh,
good. Thank you
great,
for joining
great.
us. Yes.
Yes. It's
Yes.
nice. I mean, I've been checking some friends and making some connections, to know another teachers, people that are also doing things.
So,
Moments here together. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
but it has been
Yeah.
great. It has been good.
Very good. So Zabelle is in Senegal, you said? Where she is from? Hmm. The connection is not good today. I don't know why. Hmm. I don't know if it's mine or it's Magali. Magali's frozen, but I don't know if it's my connection or Magali. Well, tell me about you. Is that okay for you there? Can you see me? Yeah, okay, now, cool. Oh, you live in Paris, Abel. Very good, very good. Merci for joining us. I don't speak French. I wish I could. Hey, Lorena. Wow, another YouTuber. She's from Paraná. Thank you for joining us. Very good. Hey, Evelyn, still there. Cool. Okay. There are some connections problem. I see Magali left. I don't know, maybe her internet. And let me invite her again. Just a second. She asked me to invite her again. Cool. Yes, she's here. Yeah, everything is alive. Yeah. So it has Rosemary Moraes. So cool, Rosemary, you are here. Thank you. Rosemary is in the north. I think it's in Bahia, right? Rosemary, where are you today? Tell us, where are you from? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Marli, you see me?
Yes, I see you. I see you have problem with your connection, Magali.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, because it's still here telling me to send you an invitation to take part. So don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I saw it frozen for a while, then you send the
Mm-hmm,
invitation again.
mm-hmm.
That's okay. It's
Yeah,
part of,
yeah.
this life of being alive. And also, it's part what overcoming, right? That's our subject
Yes.
here. We are talking about overcoming, and then how we did. We have something that is that imposed to us, like happened to
Mm-hmm.
us. We didn't go after that, but happened. And then today we're gonna encourage people to not be, frozen by circumstances.
Exactly,
But
exactly.
mhm, things you don't have control, right?
Exactly.
Mhm,
Well, I can share a little about this because as we were speaking our past live with teacher Sam, um, and then we were sharing how I started teaching and
mhm,
how I start with this passion about teaching. I think that what I can say is I always wanted to go for improving, from myself for improving, but I always had some circumstances that were stopping me, blocking my life.
mhm.
And of course, because sometimes people see us here and they think it has always been easy for them both.
Not
Oh,
at
they're
all.
completely
Not
mistaken. Oh
at all.
no. And
Not
then
at all.
people don't know that certain times, for example, when I was studying, I had moments that I even didn't have money for the bus when I was returning, I mean going back home from
Mhm,
course. I had to make some difficult choices.
mhm,
Oh, when I was teaching already, I was also studying the college, and I had no money for clothes, only for books, and I kept
mhm,
teaching. So I couldn't go for, getting some courses for uh, being a better teacher or
mhm,
doing
mhm,
something
mhm.
like this. I remember in 2003, I only got a TOEFL certificate. It
Good.
was the best that I could do. And all of us know that TOEFL certificate doesn't last forever, only for 2 years.
Oh,
But
really? I didn't
anyway,
know that. Okay.
exactly.
I
But
didn't know
it
that.
was, yeah, TOEFL is something that only lasts for 2 years. After that, we need to renew it.
Mhm,
So, I mean, it was what I could do for improving my English, for, you know, keep teaching and keep doing my very best. After some time, I got to know that Cambridge University was offering CELTA, and there was a fuss around the teachers here in Brazil, but was very expensive. And something was
mhm,
good for us is to know that was for life. So it wasn't, I mean, expiring date. There wasn't a deadline. And of course, it became my obsession, like, wow, that's what I want. And then I pursued this for a long time.
mhm,
But, financial situations, was always my difficulty, my biggest barriers. So what I had to do was to wait for the perfect moment. And also, when I was, I think I was teaching, yeah, I had been teaching for 6 years, 7 years. I applied for CELTA in an institution here in São Paulo, a very, I mean, well known and famous institution. And finally, I had financial situation positive, and I said, yeah, that's my moment. But was really difficult because you know that as teachers, we used to correct a lot, but we don't produce texts. We don't write so much. So for a course like this, and I need to say that the importance of this kind of certification is because um, we are able to teach English in any area of the world. So that's why teachers are seeking for this for a long time. And then I really wanted to be, teaching abroad. I had my first experience finally. And then when I was, wow, ready to do it, the institution told me, your writing is not good enough.
Ooh, wow. That's tough.
Marli,
Oh,
you
sorry
have
to hear that.
no idea how frustrated I got. I
Yes, I
cried.
imagine. Yeah,
I
that didn't
cried on
come
that day.
easily. Mhm.
Yeah, I cried.
Oh, yeah, you're frozen again. I don't know, it's me frozen or is Magali's frozen. So I don't know. You please tell me who is there. Please let me know if we are who is frozen for you. Those that are watching this, let us know if who is frozen. Hmm. Okay, Magali is talking about overcoming how she dealt with her rejection. Okay, invite you again, Magali. Yeah. Huh. Okay, good, good. Okay.
Yes, I'm
And
back.
yes, I don't know what's going on with you, Magali. Yeah, you need some
Internet
problems to
connection.
overcome. Uh, uh,
Exactly.
yeah, as we took a little break, forced, imposed break,
Imposed break.
imposed break,
Exactly.
imposed the situation we are having now.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
greet
So
some friends that have been joining us in last minutes. We have Viviane. I don't know who is Viviane.
my friend
Yeah,
Viviane. Yes, my childhood friend. Welcome,
yes.
Viviane.
Yeah, I have a
My
Dolly. I think
student
Dolly,
Kawan.
your student Kawan. Welcome. I have a Dolly, my friend. I think is Dolly. Cool. Very good. I think somebody else. Yeah. Oh, Eleni Barsan is my friend. Very
Ah,
good. Thank you,
welcome.
Elaine. Thank you for being here. Let's see if I left. Viviane Paiva. Welcome,
Yeah,
Viviane.
Vivi,
Yeah,
friend, my heart is with
yeah.
you. I love
Very
her.
good. Did we miss anybody here? I hope not. I hope not. You let me know if I didn't mention somebody here, okay? Very good.
Okay,
So
okay.
you were telling us that you've been chapters. There'll be chapters. So
Exactly.
you funked. That's the point. You didn't pass on writing test. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry to
exactly.
hear that. Mhm, mhm.
Exactly. Because it's important. I understand that the application is important because the tutors need to know if you can't stand the routine. so intense routine, what means being a CELTA, or what we say a CELTE, is a student of CELTA course.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when I
Cheers
finally
for you,
could,
Magali. Cheers for you. You
yeah,
overcame.
what do you have there in your mug? I do have water here. What do you have there?
I have a tea. I have
I
herbal
know.
tea to calm me down, not caffeine. Something to put me down so my blood pressure doesn't go high because we are alive. Sometimes we get anxious, right? We
I
get
know. I
anxious in here.
know.
It's-
I know you have herbal tea. I've learned it from you liking herbal tea.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And then, Marli, as I was telling them, um, it was really, I mean, it was beneficial for me to learn, because it wasn't just to say, wow, I've got the power. I've got financial situation, positive financial situation to face this. It was necessary to be able to stand all the routine that the courses imposes.
Mm-hmm.
And finally in 2019, after having my first experience abroad when I was in Middle East, I I could see how important was to have this certification,
Mm-hmm.
how I could, not only improve my own experience, my professional experience, but helping other teachers, helping other students. When I returned to Brazil, I could finally seek again for this old dream. And another institution said, yes, you are ready for this challenge now. Wow, I felt like I had passed on Celta, just to have this idea, because the person said, yes, you are ready. So, I mean, it was only the first step, but I got really, really happy. And that's what I say this, because some students, they think they are complete a failure. No, 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 I can't do it. English is not for me. I think I should give up. And I tell the students, don't give up. Try a little harder, go a little further, struggle a little more. And you know what? Sometimes they simply give up.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I faced 1 month intensive course for SOTA. I mean, morning, lunch break, afternoon input sessions. Then I arrived home. I was living by my own on 2019. I had to cook dinner and then start studying, for example, by 8 p.m. And went all night through awaken. Sometimes I had only 4 hours sleeping, 3 hours sleeping. And there
Oh.
was one moment, yes, it was one night that I slept only for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes. So um, finally, when I finished and people said, okay, you passed, I felt so wow. I
Powerful.
achieved powerful, exactly like I've got the power. Because it was an old dream. So my second speech is now to say, pursue what you really think that you believe and trust that is necessary to be done. Nobody will do it for you. Nobody will take your place.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, many barriers and limitations came, but I had to face them. I
Mm-hmm.
had to deal with them.
Yeah.
What choice did I have?
I remember,
Yeah.
I think I mentioned last live, so I will mention again now. The first time I went to study English, I was 18, I think, something like that. And I flunked.
Let's not tell our ages.
We flunked it. I flunked it. I couldn't pass. It was terrible because I hated English. I thought I wouldn't be able to learn. And then later on, I was 20 something, and then they went to work in a publisher, and then I needed so bad. You know, I have a big motivation to go ahead and study, but I never felt I really have the gift of language. I still don't have it. I don't have a gift. So what I did, it was a persistence, but I still don't have a gift. I still have trouble, especially listening skills. And the school I
Hmm.
went was very good. Every lunch, it was my lunchtime, 12 to 2, I work in the morning. And then I brought
Mm.
my own sandwich. And then I would go for the school. I came back 2, start working and eating my food, my sandwich. So 4 days a week like this for 2 years and a half. In the end,
Wow. Oh my
I was good in
goodness.
writing. Different from you, Magali. I was good in writing. You know what? I was good in writing because
Wow.
that's what I needed. I need to read the contract. I need to write back. That's only thing I needed was writing. But it was terrible in my listening skills or in my speaking skills. I didn't need that time, so I didn't develop that well. So I didn't develop it well. So I needed to overcome that because when I
Mm.
went to see any or take part in any conference or see any English class or people speaking English, I thought, what is that? Seems to be Sanskrit. Oh, I don't understand a word in there. Oh my goodness, I was so frustrated because I couldn't read and write well, but I couldn't listen. See, each one
Mm.
of us has different problems. Sometimes we are easy in something, and sometimes we have hard time in something. So we should never
Exactly.
give up and work on that. It's lacking and work harder in that. Yeah, very good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
And you
before we go, I have my friend, Refugio Caribeño. She's from, Cook from Venezuela. And she has a great,
hey.
yes. And she has a great place in Santo Amaro, São Paulo, where she makes and sells wonderful Venezuelan food. Okay.
Edna is my cousin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Good.
And Vini in Malu is Cassia. She's an old friend.
Very
Welcome,
good.
all of you.
Good,
Hi.
good, good. Okay. Go ahead,
You
Magali.
know, and after some time, and then I conquered Celta. You know, when you keen for more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you really want more. But I decided to take some time, like take a break. And then I saw another very interesting um, certification, also for Cambridge, of course. And then I decided to look, for further information. Well, the certification means train the trainer. It's specific for teachers who want to train other teachers. I mean, coordinators, trainers. And I used to work training people, and this is another passion that I have. Because through my career, some, novices, new teachers, they used to come for me and say, oh, how would you teach this? How would you teach present perfect? How would you teach simple past? And then, of course, I had experience to share. I think you had this experience too. We are all always the, seniors in the schools, right? I had this experience. So I decided, why not? Why not trying this different phase of my career? So this year, I decided to go for it. And then, only 1 week. It's intense, of course, but only 1 week. Why not? And guess what? You guys are not going to believe how God surprised us. Exactly the institution that had refused my application. Exactly, Marli.
They
It
refused. Oh boy.
Now I come to them and say, now I have Celta. and I went to apply for Train the Trainer by Cambridge. And you know what? You're accepted and you're going to be part of the course. And yesterday, my certification came from Cambridge. Yes.
Wow, look
Train the
at
Trainer by
that.
Cambridge.
I am so proud of you, Magali. Thank God. Thank God. You didn't give up. You persisted for
Never,
your dream.
never.
Magali, I'm ready to take a training from you, okay? Would you be my
Oh,
trainer?
very soon, very
Yes,
soon.
you will. Yeah,
That's
you
gonna
are
be
gonna
my
be
new phase of my
the
life.
teacher's trainer. So I'm ready to receive your training. Oh my goodness, that's so
Exactly,
exciting.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you know what really, I don't know what really motivates you, Marley, but something that really motivates me, I mean, because when you have a dream, after that, when you conquer it, we keen for more, we seek for more. And so why I never stop? I should be satisfied, but I'm not.
Oh.
So sometimes I was thinking, am I too proud? Or I want to be kind of superior to others?
Mm,
But you know what God brought me to my heart, to my life was God is someone of perfection.
mhm,
Yeah, God wants everything to be perfect. So if we observe the creation,
mhm,
everything was created
mhm,
perfectly. And
mhm,
by the
mhm,
end, he said, wow, everything is very good.
mhm,
So he evaluated his own work and said, it's very good. And you know, we know as teachers, we know what it means, right? It's not only seven, good, but it's over age, over the average. Yeah. It's higher. So it's very good. It's something excellent. So I
mhm,
think that we are supposed to seek excellence.
mhm,
We are supposed to seek excellence because our God is excellent.
mhm,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I think that this should motivate us. What do you think?
Yes, you are right. But because we were created in God's image, God created man and woman in his image. So, and
Mm,
what is the image of God? God is beautiful, God is perfect, God is sovereign, God is creative. God created the world. So he created us for a relationship. God
yeah.
created us to relate to us, to have a relationship to him. And then because of the sin, that was broken. And then it is like a, if I hurt you, Magali, you'll be upset at me and then you'll be separate for a while, right? Until you forgive me. So that's what happened to the humanity and God. God created man, and then we hurt him, we disobeyed, we sinned, and then that separated us from God. But what happened is he sent Jesus Christ to fix it. To fix it. So,
Exactly.
and then because we have been trying, the humanity have been trying to be okay with God, but it's impossible some help, without some help, without God really provide some help from His side. And then that's why He sent His Son
Guidance.
Jesus. And then
Guidance.
and then when I see the grace of the Lord, so applying to my life, what I see, I know God created me with a big potential. He created me
Mm,
in His image as a human. And many women in the world, they don't believe that. Many women in the world, they don't believe they created with, greatness, for something big.
exactly.
We,
Exactly.
yeah, for excellence, as you said, because we created like in God's image. But I know I was created, and then I know I can do more. But I know my limitation. I know as a human being, I'll never be perfect. And then you should
Mm,
never, I don't think we should never seek perfectionism. Because when you seek perfectionism, we are never happy with anything. As you said, I
Exactly.
conquered one thing, then I conquered another thing, then I am not never happy. So I need another thing to fill a void, an emptiness in you. That's not right. That's why you are. That's not the reason. Supposed to be the reason to fight for something. So
Exactly.
the void is only filled by God Himself. He's the only one that's able to fill our void. So when I try to do something, I try to do my best, it's not to fill my void. It's to be what I meant to be when God created me. So
Yes.
if I'm not perfect, God will complete this imperfection. And then when I see who you complete what I cannot complete, that's grace. Grace cover it. Grace is like a
Yeah.
plaster in a wall, like in a wall. When you see the wall, you see the plaster, the painting. So that's amazing about the grace of the Lord. If you only
Yeah.
depend on my way to do it, I never get it. I will be always anxious because how I can be perfect, how I can be satisfied God's standard. I can never satisfy God's standard. So I will die without, assurance about if He accepted me or not. But in Jesus, He said, I did, I died for you. And to prove it,
Exactly.
the grace to do what you cannot do. That's grace. And then I always remember when I came for a very poor family. And maybe some of you did, some of you didn't. I don't know your
Mm.
background. But I was born in a little farm, very simple family, and then how God brought me to here, and so when I see how God led me here, I see how many things I needed to overcome in order to be here
Yeah.
talking to you about overcoming. And one of the tough things happened to me was my divorce. So when I was
Mm.
divorced, that was really tough because I kind of lost my identity. I was somebody's wife. And then now I'm not that somebody's wife anymore. Who I am. So I need to deal with my identity first. So that's why thinking about God created me, His image. He created me with my identity. He created me to be His daughter. So I can say He is my Father. That's Jesus. Jesus taught us the prayer. Our Father in heaven, right? He started our, his and mine, and our Father. He didn't say my Father. He said our Father.
Our Father.
Our Father
Yeah.
is us. And then he created us for a relationship. So I needed to understand who was God in me. So I need to go back to the Bible. And I remember one day, I was thinking today about our life. And then I said, what is one of the biggest thing I needed to overcome? I
Mm.
didn't have your dream, Magali, to be to have those certificates. I'm not your level, so that's why I need to teach.
Ah,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah, yeah.
But
I'm
you
not.
were very great.
Yeah, no, no, no. I
Marley's a
know,
great
I
teacher,
know, I know my
guys.
gifts and my limits, but I knew it that I needed in that time. I needed to overcome my fears of living. I was my fears of, and also my rejection, the feeling of rejection, the
Mm.
feeling that I didn't have any value. So it was really tough. And then remember, there was a song. There was a
Mm.
song that a band here in Brazil, he created a song in this psalm. So I started reading psalm. So it was a very good psalm that I'm gonna read for you. The psalm from David in the Bible, and then they
Please.
say it's Psalm 18. Psalm 18. So I would encourage you if you feel like down, not with strength to continue, go and read Psalm 18. It's a wonderful psalm. And then in the verse 28, Psalm 18, verse 28 say, "You, Lord, look at this. Keep my lamp burning. My God
Wow.
turns my darkness into light." With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall. My goodness. As for God, his way is perfect. The Lord's word, okay, is flawless. He shields us. He shields all who takes refuge in him.
Amen.
So that was for who is God beside the Lord, and who is the rock except our God. So that verse, that song, I used to sing every day. With God, I
Mm.
can scale a wall. With his help, I can advance against the truth. So it was,
Only with him.
do you understand? I needed to trust God was giving me strength. I didn't have on my own, but God was already ready to give me. And that thing, believing that, really helped me to overcome my fears, the feeling of rejection, and then my identity problems. And I said, I do have a God that loves me. I
Mm.
do have a Father that cares me and then guides me. I do love him. And so I started loving God. I started loving God in a new way because I saw how he answered my prayer. So
Amen.
that's what I would encourage you to read Psalms. Psalm is beautiful. It's in the middle of the Bible. In the middle of the Bible, you found Psalms. I think everybody knows about Psalm. So this is one of my favorite, and then help me to overcome that. So every time I'm like shaking something, I said, I need to go again or stay on my rock. God is my rock. I need to go again and get straight from him and continue.
You
Mm,
know what? You made me remember an experience that I had when I was in Middle East.
mhm,
Um, it was something nice because I was struggling exactly with this sense of value, like,
mhm,
who am I? Because since I didn't have a certification as an international teacher, sometimes people asked, what are you doing here? I mean, are you sure you're an English teacher? And it was really, really difficult because I had experience, I had passion, but I didn't have how to say, yes, I am. So I was really, struggling with this kind of limitation. And then
mhm,
one day I dared to ask God, who am I? What am I doing here since I have experience, but well, I mean, what people really want, I cannot offer them. So after, struggling so much and waiting for God's answer, such, a long time, I could hear God's voice. It was something strong for me because he told me deep inside, you are my daughter.
mhm,
That's enough for me. And
mhm,
I hope and I expect that's enough for you too.
mhm, mhm,
So from that moment on, I could, you know, calm down my heart.
mhm, mhm.
Yes, only being
Yeah.
a child of God, it's enough for him. And only after that, I could dream again about these things and my certification.
Mhm. Yeah. So Magali is frozen again. Yeah. I don't know if it's me is frozen or it's Magali. So let's see if her situation. So if you can write here and say who is frozen for you, if it's Magali or me. Can you listen to me? Are you okay? Are you listening to me? Or both of us are frozen for you? Can you let me know about this? Okay. I think Magali left again. Let's invite her again. Yeah. Yeah, good, Magali. I'm glad you are back. Only Magali is frozen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evelyn, for letting me know.
I was frozen.
Oh, okay. And the weather is not that bad today. Yeah,
Internet.
yeah. So we need to overcome those problems also, right? This is part of our life.
Exactly. So
It is like when you go to the gym, we want to be have a strong body with muscles and be able to run, be able to lift the things, be able to have a stronger body. But you cannot do that without really work hard on exercising. And I think we don't wake up really uh, feeling like going to to the gym or to walk outside. No, we are lazy, right? And then
exactly.
we're gonna have in our life about talking exercise, right, Magali? Yeah, we have
Yeah.
some plans. We have some plans for next lives. We're gonna share about eating problems, losing weight, about exercise. Today in these two lives, we are talking more about our being a teacher, but you have lots of subject. If you want you have some subjects you'd like us to talk about overcoming, let us know. So, and that's the idea.
Yes.
Every week you can have some different subjects, how to overcome different situations. Okay? So, and now today we are talking about again how we overcame our feeling of being not enabled, being rejected. So Magali was rejected by the schools. They didn't give her a credit. They didn't give
Exactly.
her. They didn't let her study. She was not accepted.
See?
Yeah. And then it is emotional rejection. We feel rejection. It's very hard to separate. Like even if it's school things, you have so much values, but you think you are nothing. After that, you feel, oh, how miserable I am, how poor I
But
am.
now I
I don't have
know,
any
Marley,
value.
now I know. Now I know how positive it was and how and why God allowed this to happen. Because now I can understand when people feel like
It's
that.
true,
I
of
really
course.
can understand when people feel discriminated. People are kind of, like, no, no, there's no enough place here for you. Now you know that I work with, refugees. Yes. And I know exactly how they feel for being, from other country. So all my
Learning Portuguese,
experiences.
oh my goodness. Yeah.
Exactly.
Or
Yes.
local
Because
language, refugees everywhere.
yes. I had to
Being rejected.
a
Wow, I
lot,
cannot
so many
imagine how
times.
many more, but they should not be feeling they are poor people. No, I mean, oh, poor thing.
Never.
No. They are strong people. They are strong too. So when you really exercise, you don't give up. You get stronger. You get stronger.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why we are here. We want our friends to never give up. Whatever they are facing, always trusting God. Because you say, trust yourself, ourself, we are up and down all the time. It's like
Yeah.
in a sandy mountain. Sometimes the wind comes and move the sand. No, we should sit in our rock. God's our rock. See the Psalm said, and Jesus said, he is the rock, and he is the rock that also people rejected, but he is the rock. So we need to
Right.
step on something that's really can hold us. Okay, only
Yes.
God, because I'm serious. I cannot trust myself because one day I'm okay, another day
Nobody can.
nobody. Oh, you can say, oh, I am super. Okay, until tomorrow, right? What about tomorrow morning? What about something hits you? What happened to you? You need to have faith on a God that will never forsake us. Jesus said, I will leave, but I will never forsake you. Never. You be with you
You are
always.
right.
Isn't it great? If I hide, If I hide under the bed or lock myself in a closet like a child, totally afraid, afraid of life, afraid of being hurt, God's there. There is no place God is not. He's everywhere.
Mm,
And He's always willing to reach us, to help us as we recognize He's there and call for Him. Right, Magali? Very good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I see Simone here, our friend
Yes,
Simone, one of
Simone the
our
butterfly.
butterflies.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome, Simone. And I saw Nana. I don't know if Nana is still here. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
my
I don't
friend.
know, but
I
Renato
think so.
Olivier is a colleague in my Train the Trainer course. Welcome,
Wow.
Renata.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, yes. Olivia, she must be
Yeah.
French.
Well,
Yeah,
I think we can make some networking and future connections for great work together. Yeah,
yes,
that's what
yes,
I expect. You know that I'm a natural networker. I like networking a lot.
yes. Because we need each other.
Oh,
Yeah. The thing about
exactly.
networking is we put together several strengths. So
Mm,
together we can do a lot. Alone we cannot. So we need to admit we cannot live alone. And then in this pandemic, we felt that so badly because
mm,
we feel alone. We couldn't connect to people the way we used to do. Many times we didn't go out. So thank God for this internet thing. I think this pandemic came in a right time with internet. If you were like 10 years ago, that'll be even more difficult. But today, we can have this kind of interaction that is really cool. Then we feel,
yeah,
yeah. So we can talk anytime, people from everywhere in the world. And so we could encourage each other. Don't give up. Don't give up
exactly.
because,
That's what really excites me and in these moments that we are having on Fridays. The opportunity we have for encouraging. I
wow.
know, you know
You
what?
are you
It's
again losing your connection. Okay, Magali, go
Oh,
ahead.
really?
Yes,
Oh, really?
yes.
No, I mean, for me, it's normal here.
Okay, okay, go ahead, go ahead. Mm, wow, I don't know what's with her internet today. Well, my internet today was out all morning. Thank God, now it's okay. But it was the company problem. So maybe she is having the same problem there, right? But I see maybe you are. Okay, Magali, invite me again. Okay, let me invite Magali again here. Okay, Magali. Cool, Magali. Again, Rebecca, again. Again, yeah. I
I'm
don't
back.
know. Yeah, we are back. You see, today it's interesting because we are facing these things, trying to stop us, to shout, to
We need
shout.
to overcome the limitations.
Yeah, and then I was kind of not sure about to shoot that on Instagram or whatever. But another day, there is a Bible verse that came in my mind, said, what you heard in secret, you go and shout at the rooftop. I said,
Mm.
wow, what would be the rooftop today? Is internet, Instagram, is the rooftop. So I say, I share what I have in my heart. Because one thing we have in common, Magali, is our failures, is our fears, is our problems.
And everybody
We,
has the same.
everybody have the same. So that's why we have in common. So that's why I need
We
to share how we overcome that and help each other, right? And
exactly.
then, yeah. So I don't know if you want to say something. Maybe you should stop now, and then let's plan for. I don't know if anybody has a question, and
Or
then I need to
comment.
or
Or a
comment.
comment. I
Yeah,
mean, they want to
comment.
comment
Yeah,
something.
yes, yes. Say something. that you would
I,
encourage us. We need your encouragement, my friends.
of course,
Of course.
we are here to overcome the limitations of these
Yeah.
moments.
Oh,
Of
sure.
course, we are
So,
exposing ourselves, and we cannot go on.
yes, exactly. It was also overcoming fears for us, I tell you.
Mm,
We didn't know, when you had this idea to do this live together, we were not sure. And we said, well, let's share. At least the both of us will have fun anyway. Hopefully, somebody else will join us. If not, we both of us will share our hearts. That's why we are here. We want to share our hearts, right? Not what you. It's not about what you conquer. Magali is not here because of her diploma now. It's not like that. It's because she really needed to fight for that. She was rejected, and now she could do it. And I have many stories about that. I wish some people I know would speak English would join us, but I have many stories. People need to fight for what they believe, what would be their decision. But you always have things that block us. But there is another, before we finish, Magali, there is another verse that I want to share with you that you're gonna love. This one is in Philippians.
mm,
Apostle Paulo saying the Philippians, he says, Philippians 4, verse 11, right?
mm,
He says, "For I have learned, see, I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstance. Yeah. Know what is to be in need, and I know what's to have plenty. Wow. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation,
oh,
whether
great.
well fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through him who gives us strength. I can do all
Amen.
this who gives us strength. That's our God. Okay? Keep with diversity in your heart because he has for you much more than we think and we dream. According to the power he has much more for us. Right?
Amen. Amen. Yes, and it's not only a matter of being perfect or not. It's about
No.
never giving up. It's pursuing what he
Mm-hmm.
has for us. And when we are sure uh, that he has the very best for us, so we
Mm-hmm.
want to pursue the very best because he deserves the very best from us.
Yes.
That's, I
For
think,
him.
that we
Mm-hmm.
should pursue. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
forever.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Oh,
Very.
great. Oh, Marley, we're gonna have a guest next week.
Yes, we're gonna have a guest next week. No, that guest can't next week. So
Oh
next week,
no.
that will be a secret yet, okay? Because I
Mm.
don't know who. We need to talk about the subject for next week. I'll let you know, guys. But it'll be something interesting that you need to overcome because
Oh,
we
great.
need to overcome many, many things. And then we're gonna invite people that also overcame in their area. Okay, so
Great.
the person I thought for next week cannot do it. Would be maybe the other
Mm.
week in 15 days. But
Thank you,
somebody,
Rebecca. Rebecca's my student. She says, I love them both. Rebecca is my student.
oh,
Great
hey,
student.
Rebecca, thank you for joining us. Okay, it was encouragement to us. Yeah, we needed the encouragement. So thank you so much. And God, more lives. Yeah, yeah, very good. Thank you,
Thank
Rebecca.
you.
More lives. Let's share. That's what he said. If it's just the both of us, that'll be okay. We're having fun. Maybe somebody will join us eventually, and you'll be
Guys,
encouraged.
you
Yeah.
have no idea how Marli and I have fun when we're only us both together.
Yes, yes, yes. And that's why we decided to do a live because
Exactly.
we were talking another day, right? We were talking about our lives, sharing
Mm.
hardships, etc. And then we were having fun and laughing and said, "Hey, Magali, why don't you?" how did you start inviting people into our conversation?
Exactly.
you know, because it's so good to talk to you. And it's so good that when we share that. I left our conversation more encouraged. We laugh a little bit, and then we remember who we are, and then God has a purpose. We can do everything. We can be in lack or can be in plenty. And then sometimes we are sick. How many sick people we have? In Brazil, we
Yeah.
have so many people, struggling with COVID, and then with their pains. Some lost their family members. It's so hard. It's so hard. So it's a tough time. We needed to have a mercy to us, mercy to us, and mercy to others, because we needed to share what is the best we can share, right? So thank you, Evelyn, for also joining us. And Magali is also, final minutes, yes. So I don't know what Magali wants to say. Magali wants to join again. Let me invite Magali. Here, Magali, so you say your final message for our friends. Okay, Magali. Yeah, that's it. Part of what we're doing, right?
Exactly. As the people in Middle East say in Arabic, heck. It's like life is like this. Heck.
Mhm,
Internet problems.
mhm, mhm. Okay,
Yeah. But
okay.
great, great. It's all always so great having
Mhm,
conversations with you, Marli, and sharing our experiences with everyone. I hope that the guys that joined us today could learn a little more. I mean,
yes. Mhm,
never give up. Never
mhm,
give up.
yeah. Because God
Yeah,
doesn't give up on us.
never. He's the one who never gives up.
Mhm. God bless you guys, and have a wonderful weekend because today is Friday. Yoo-hoo! And
But tomorrow my students have classes. Woohoo!
so you should not resting, have fun with your students. Okay, God bless you, and I hope to see you next week. Okay.
Next week,
Thank
my
you, Magali.
darling.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you for everybody that joined us today.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.